Time flies. Believe it or not, we have just a few weeks left before I take office as the next mayor of New York City. But before then, I would like to quote the great senator from Vermont. I'm once again asking for your support. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about why we need it. We've had a full plate getting ready for January. We're reviewing the more than 70,000 resumes we received, setting up our transition committees, naming our appointees who'll turn policy into practice, and planning and budgeting for an inauguration celebration we are so excited to share with you soon. All so we can start delivering on our affordability agenda from day one, not skipping a beat. We're already at $3.5 million from more than 30,000 donors, and we're so grateful for each and every one of your contributions. But just as a reminder, transitions do not get public matching funds from the city. That means we need just a bit more to help us run through the tape. And I promise two things. The first, none of that money is being used to buy hand warmers like these. And the second is I will stop making these fundraising videos. So head to transition2025.com and give whatever you can so we can build a city that every New Yorker can afford. Checkmate, so I can once again.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I'm just confused. What was the point of donating? Like
This is the funniest part of this whole video, junkie.
there's no end. There's an end.
That's the end. That's U and the end. UNKEIE.
It does say junkie.
It say junkie, but what's the point of that though?
You want some money, bro?
I don't understand what they're fundraising for.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. He did say, I guess,
It says for the transition
party?
for when he steps into the office. Yeah, his inauguration party.
Would you be more happy that a politician is fundraising than using taxpayer dollars?
Well, I mean, you're going to use taxpayer dollars at one point, but like, I just don't know, what are you fundraising for? Like, what is the money for? They say he's raised like a couple $1 million.
Last weekend, ICE attempted to raid Canal Street and detain our immigrant neighbors. As mayor, I'll protect the rights of every single New Yorker, and that includes the more than 3 million immigrants who call this city their home. But we can all stand up to ICE if you know your rights. If you encounter ICE, these are the things that every New Yorker should know. First, ICE cannot enter into private spaces like your home, school, or a private area of your workplace without a judicial warrant signed by a judge. That looks like this. If ICE does not have a judicial warrant signed by a judge, you have the right to say, I do not consent to entry, and the right to keep your door closed. Sometimes ICE will show you paperwork that looks like this and tell you that they have the right to arrest you. That is false. ICE is legally allowed to lie to you, but you have the right to remain silent. If you're being detained, you may always ask, am I free to go, repeatedly until they answer you. You are legally allowed to film ICE as long as you do not interfere with an arrest. It is important to remain calm during any interaction with ICE or law enforcement. Do not impede their investigation, resist arrest, or run. One last thing. New Yorkers have a constitutional right to protest, and when I'm mayor, we will protect that right. New York will always welcome immigrants, and I will fight each and every day to protect, support, and celebrate our immigrant brothers and sisters.
Fight ICE and more protests.
I ain't gonna lie, this production team is actually pretty good. If you know you're a regular American, don't pay attention to something, it could get you. To me, you know.
Could it though? Obviously in New York, but
think about if we wasn't paying attention to politics like this. This probably will get some ratings.
Okay, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, because if you feel bad about the ICE raid,
like
maybe.
think about it. You don't think so?
No.
It'd be like, oh, Mamdani.
Well, for the young people,
Like think about it. TikTok, bro.
Yeah,
I keep bringing that stat up.
I mean,
Gen Z.
it's illegal immigrants we're talking about. Like, you're not supposed to be here. Like, I don't understand why so many people are upset. And I just don't think, even if I was into politics, I could get behind somebody not being born in America and being in American politics telling us how to run America.
Do you think Gen Z is 50-50 on that issue?
On what?
On illegal immigration?
No.
You think it's more people against it?
I would like to know.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I always thought it was an old problem, because I remember South Park
It's
when I was little.
It's definitely an old problem. It's not a new problem.
Yeah, since South Park, I've been seeing the jokes about that. He took my job!
I don't know why you think it's a new problem.
That's what I say. Why would Gen Z really care about it? Well, it's taking some of their jobs.
Yeah, I feel like they're more emotional voters, though.
I don't know. The boomers is looking like the more emotional voters to me personally.
Yeah.
But, I might be wrong.
It says 55% of Gen Z are in support of immigration law enforcement. 67 see the benefit of the economic impact. So
Wow.
it says down from, it was 80%.
I don't be liking numbers, though, because, like, how did you get that? Did you get that based off who voted for Trump?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, we got also put in perspective, like a lot of these immigrants already having kids that's like our age too, that grew up, that been in the system already long.
Oh, it says 63% of Gen Z Republicans see immigration as a U.S. problem. Only 33% of boomers agree. And then it says under half back mass deportations. But it says overall Gen Z opposes Trump's policies by the widest margin of any group, 65%.
Yeah, I can see that too.
Damn.
So that's why, I can see why he won in New York, especially a city like that.
He is choosing a convicted felon to advise him on public safety and the criminal justice system. Mason Lennon is a rapper who served 7 years in prison for armed robbery in the 1990s. Let's bring in Fox and Friends weekend co-host Charlie Hurd. I can't imagine why this sounds like it doesn't make sense to us. Charlie, your thoughts?
It's insane, absolutely insane. Armed robbery of taxi cab drivers in New York City.
Oh,
you would
wow.
wonder,
That's
it
crazy.
does kind of make you wonder, does this mean that maybe we can arm the taxi cab drivers in New York City against thugs like this? But that does not seem to be the concern of the new administration. But honestly, if you step back and you look at sort of the bigger picture here, I think what this is I think that Zohran Mamdani is concerned about his radical left flank because he has spent so much time in the last couple of weeks hobnobbing with billionaires, trying to raise millions of dollars for his transition team. And he famously went and met with President Trump at the White House, had what appeared to be a pleasant meeting there. And I think he's kind of worried, and maybe rightly so, that a lot of his radical left-wing crazy supporters think that he has gotten a sniff of power and a sniff of money, and he's going to go try to jump in bed with a bunch of billionaires. And so he's got to throw something like this out here in order to kind of wink at them.
Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad take right there.
I can see
I'm still liberal, guys.
It's interesting, though.
This is
Fox
crazy.
News is getting on him for being a convicted felon, but they support Trump. He's also a convicted
But
felon.
what they did is
Oh,
different.
I know
though.
it's completely different.
It's very
I know it's
different.
completely different. I know it's completely different. I'm just saying.
We
But
think one of them that we think they did it for political gain, and one of them he actually was robbing taxis.
Okay, that's valid.
So-
No, that's valid. That's valid.
But I was
just
gonna lie,
saying.
if he's supporting, no black kids, blue other black kids.
We'll see.
I
I mean,
support him,
I don't
to be
live in
honest
New
with you.
York City,
You
so
gotta show me
I'm
wrong.
past the point of commenting on this. Like if this is what they want, this is what they voted for. Who am I to say anything?
But it does seem like even in the Carmelo Anthony case, with all of that rap sheet of that one guy, what's his name? That was-
Dominique Alexander.
yeah,
That's his name.
That was crazy.
The one that was supporting them and backing the family and doing all the press conferences. It seems like black people a lot of people was all good with that. So it just seemed like, I guess, if you commit these type of heinous crimes and then you turn into a black activist, it's all good.
Yeah.
And now you can get appointed.
You think he's persuading himself as a black activist?
Black Lives Matter.
Okay.
Black
Well,
Lives Matter.
That's Breonna Taylor. Okay, yeah.
This proposed underwater gas pipeline that would go out near Staten Island and out to the Rockaways. Do you plan to weigh in on that?
Look,
I think you're on the record as opposing it.
I'm on the record as opposing any new fossil fuel construction, and it's part of a commitment to taking on the climate crisis.
And in a case like that, I mean, there's litigation, there's people who are really going to be taking sides. So as mayor, your voice will really carry pretty far in that
Gas
conversation.
prices
Do you
don't
plan to
stay
be
high.
part of that conversation?
I think I'll always make my thoughts clear as I have done now and will continue to do so. And I also look forward to the working relationship that I have with the governor, which is one that has been focused on the affordability crisis and how to deliver for New Yorkers.
Has that been part of the conversation?
Not as yet. No, the focus has been more on universal child care and the affordability agenda that I ran on.
Mamdani, like, you got to read the latest thing. It's not a crisis anymore. You're killing your bread and butter affordability because you can't let go of your old fling, climate
He
change.
sounds crazy, too. He just
Well, he's
sounds
not in
crazy.
yet, and he's making promises because he's not actually having to govern until January. And I want to be fair with this guy. He ran a masterful campaign from social media. My own social people said he was incredible in figuring out algorithms on every platform. Everything he did, it was really high top quartile engagement, and he won that way. He has a big challenge, though, and you're detailing some of the policy decisions he has to make.
Good burn.
This is not a country he's managing. He's managing a city with limited federal jurisdiction, limited state jurisdiction. He has to speak upstate to get stuff done or even get money. I would think somewhere between now and when he actually takes the seat as mayor, he's got some soul searching to do on policy, including what you're talking about here. Freezing in the dark because you don't have the gas is a really bad campaign.
We need
bad luck.
We need decatherms.
Even your diehard supporters might not continue to support
But I
you
think
then.
that's the kind of thing that, you know, and free food and free transportation, all this stuff is policy. He'll be sitting there never having managed anything. And I'm willing to give him the credit that he managed a great campaign, but now the hard work begins. And I actually say, as a visitor of New York waiting for my free stuff, I wish him good luck because I've been waiting for him to be mayor because I want to come to the airport here and get a free lift into the city. And damn it, I don't want to pay these hotel bills anymore. It's ridiculous. I need free, and then I want free food. Fair. I should get all.
Yeah, that's why I say it just sounds good to dumbasses.
I mean, it's always sounded good. A lot of the stuff he promised, he doesn't have the power to do. So it's like, what is actually going to come from this administration? He's already asking for money. Is he going to ask people to donate money for the free government-ran grocery stores?
Yes.
How is he going to freeze the rent? Like, come on now. Like,
I just wonder why would he not take fossil fuels for it? Like, wouldn't that bring the cost down of energy around and would bring down the cost of gas and stuff?
So I guess people are just gonna be sleeping cold at night.
Especially, it do be cold there too. That shit
I
weird,
don't know,
bro.
man. Yeah, man. This guy has took nothing but L's. I have not seen a dub from this guy. He went to Trump and he completely looked like he bent the knee in front of the world. That's why Trump said, you know what, brother, go ahead. I know you gotta say these type of things, you know, because I mean that's just what liberals want to hear, and I mean he's giving them what they want to hear, and these shit's just not possible. So they're just gonna take.
I think he
major L.
might actually try to make it possible.
It's not gonna be possible though. Free grocery stores and free buses I can maybe see, but I can't even see.
I can't even see that either. It's too much. Unless you raise taxes on something, that's the only way you could do it. You got to find a way to pull money from somewhere.
And now they're proposing the city council to get a pay raise.
it's a lot of money too.
Come on, bro.
Every single member.
These government officials are insane.
Yeah, it hasn't been done
finessers.
yet, but that could be the first thing he does when he takes office. I wonder what the odds are on that.
They're already earning enough.
I think everybody should get a pay raise, including me.
We should be thinking first about homelessness.
As long as they do the right thing, they should get some more money.
New Yorkers reacting to the majority of the city council signing on to a bill that would give across-the-board raises, not just to themselves, but to district attorneys and every other elected official all the way up to the mayor. City elected officials have not had a raise since 2016. And in the meantime, council member Althea Stevens says she and her colleagues have not been immune from the roughly 35% inflation during that time.
I'm a single mom, I live alone, and so to be able to pay rent, it's really been tough for me to do that.
Hundreds of thousands of employees who work for the city do get regular raises, with a good many who now make more than city council members.
We're out there on holidays, we're out there on weekends. Our expectation is for us to be in the community on a regular basis, and so we should be able to take care of ourselves and our family at the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get $24,000 more per year and land at $172,500.
I don't care where $148,000.
You know how much rent is?
Bro, you paying 2 bands for a shoebox.
So you're telling me
out
that
there.
people can't live affordable with that? $140,000.
Not in New York.
Like they probably.
Let's see.
How much is insurance?
Bro, come on, bro.
Bro, an actual home in New York, bro. Actual
Divide
rent.
that by 12, bro. Come on, man. Let's be for real. Bro, that's almost $12,000 a month, bro.
Yeah.
You're okay.
It says in Texas, the $148,000 is worth $220,000 to $260,000 to maintain the same lifestyle. So you got to make $260,000 out here to have the same kind
So
of
that's
life.
more like probably $75,000.
Yeah, it says the monthly cost of a 1-bedroom apartment in New York City is $3,500 to $4,500. Groceries anywhere from $500 to $600. Utilities anywhere from $200
She's
to
okay.
$250.
She's good.
Healthcare $500 to $600.
I promise you, she's okay. And there's
It
people out there.
says your total monthly expenses estimated for one single adult in New York a month, $5,000 to $6,500. That's a
She's
lot
okay.
of money.
She's okay.
No, she
She's getting $12,000 a month almost. with that salary. I mean, maybe taxes and, but you just got a budget. Be a normal girl. I mean, you're not struggling. I can see why she said it, though. She is the statue, like you said. So, I mean, maybe she should get that raise for that.
Expectation is for us to be in the community on a regular basis, and so we should be able to take care of ourselves and our family at the same time.
The proposal on the table is currently for a 16% raise. City council members would get $24,000 more per year and land at $172,500. The comptroller would get $33,000 more, and the mayor would see a more than $40,000 bump, over $300,000.
He's about to sign it.
Incoming Mayor Zoran Mamdani, a Democratic socialist who ran on a message of affordability, sidestepped the politically tricky question of pay raises earlier this week.
I'm not worried about the hypotheticals at this time.
Council members supporting the bill say this is just a jumping off point for a conversation, which is something that's mandated in the city charter.
I just think it's worth looking at it and,
We're
listening
AOC,
and exploring what needs to be done.
Zoran Mamdani announced that once he takes office on January 1st, he'll stop sweeping homeless encampments across our city. I won't criticize him on every issue, but when a policy harms New Yorkers, I have to speak up. Showing compassion for those sleeping on the streets is not a sweep. It is humane. Ending this action will create a quality of life nightmare. Just look at cities that allow encampments, and you'll see the damage. Worse, leaving people to suffer in the cold isn't just neglectful, it's a disgrace. Throughout the last close to 4 years, I was adamant about cleaning those encampments because we cannot tolerate a city that turns a blind eye to human suffering. I urge the incoming administration to rethink this, and I urge New Yorkers to raise their voices. Let's call it what it is. Labeling the abandonment of our homeless neighbors as progress is a slap in the face to real progress. It's not just misguided, it's shameful, and we need to call it out for the disgrace that it is.
I mean, they did say they're finna bring the encampments back. They said they finna let them have tents all around New York. I remember.
It's finna be Gotham City for real around
They
there.
finna free. He said he wants to release people from the prisons, let the homeless people be everywhere.
Drugs be free, huh? Drugs, every drug finna be legal.
Tell y'all, bro, it's a deeper agenda behind this. We got just too much going on. We got the Minnesota stuff going on, this going on, California, man. Then guess what? That's why I think
we forgot about Chicago.
It might be China. Remember when China pulled up on Gavin Newsom, they cleaned up, waving the flags. Then he left back dirty. Somebody is invading this country, y'all. Because there's no way that you're gonna, as the mayor, it's like, no, let's just leave it all dirty.
Yeah, bro.
Let's just leave it dirty. Keep the shit on the ground and let's leave it dirty. They had a shit app in California.
Yeah, they do.
And so now you're elected yourself. Let's bring all
let
that
them
shit
just
back.
take drugs and just let them stay on the streets.
What agenda
Let
is
them boo
happening?
boo and shit.
This shit is crazy, y'all.
It's already no trees around, so
Man, this shit is insane. Now that might be the most insane policy. That's insane.
Mayor-elect Mamdani campaigned on progressive policies, and we're beginning to get a glimpse of what that may look like. Today, Mr. Mamdani announced that he's not going to focus on breaking up homeless encampments, a big change from Mayor Adams. Will the shift lead to scenes that have plagued parts of California, like in San Francisco and
this
parts
will
of LA?
look bad out
Eyewitness
there.
News reporter NJ
It's
Burke
too crowded.
with the reaction tonight. NJ?
Yeah, Mike, good question. Mamdani clearly believes that won't happen, but his approach will have to be successful. The city's going to have to make major investments in housing, and he believes that affordability is at the root of homelessness.
On the coldest day of the season.
I'm sorry. What's been helping affordability in this country right now? The tariffs. So why are they going against the tariffs?
I think, I think is going to happen? I think he's going to have these people sit on the streets, and then he's going to do another fundraiser or try to get an NGO and say, help us get the homelessness out the streets so we can have these programs and watch all these people get rich in the background again.
That's literally how all this stuff happens, really.
That's what
crazy, man. And in some cases, they're going to send it to Somalia.
On the coldest day of the season, we found homeless New Yorkers taking refuge underground. Like this woman named Harriet, who told us she needs help.
Nothing is being done.
And they have nowhere to live.
And they have nowhere to live, so they have to keep being. This is shelter is supposed to be like some
temporary,
like a temporary place.
Harriet says she doesn't know where to turn, which may be true for many who need to stabilize their lives. Incoming Mayor Zohran Mamdani told reporters that the answer to homelessness is to provide homes.
Connecting those New Yorkers to
Free
housing, whether
homes.
it's supportive housing, whether it's rental housing, whatever kind of housing it is.
When he took office, Mayor Adams faced an onslaught of high-profile crimes committed by homeless, unstable people. His reaction was immediate.
No more smoking, no more doing drugs, no more sleeping, no more doing
sounds normal.
barbecues on the subway system, no more just doing whatever you want.
It was both no-nonsense and compassionate. Police officers enforce so-called
Sound.
quality of life violations.
And remember, y'all, he called Joe Biden too many times about the immigration. He like, man, y'all give him credit cards. Joe Biden, boom. Bro, it's somebody invading us, bro.
But you
we gotta
also
be real, man.
You got to also remember, like, wasn't it? It was like a homeless junkie that was on the station with Daniel Payne.
Yes, bro.
They
set people on fire. So let's just leave them in there.
That was the immigrant.
Okay, but it don't matter. Let's just leave them in there, though. So if these people are insane, these people are doing crazy stuff and harming people and maybe smoking crack in there.
Fentanyl,
Let's just leave
all
them in
type of
there.
shit,
Let's just
yeah.
leave them. That's a better plan.
Whatever you want.
It was both no-nonsense and compassionate. Police officers enforced so-called quality of life violations and ended homeless encampments.
Yeah, you gotta
They
stop
were
that
paired
type
with
of
outreach
stuff.
workers to coax the homeless off the streets and into treatment. The severely mentally ill were involuntarily committed.
We said it's inhumane to walk by someone that clearly they can't take care of their basic needs.
Mamdani believes it's inhumane to end encampments and would use involuntary commitment in the rarest of cases.
If you are not connecting homeless New Yorkers to the housing that they so desperately need, then you cannot deem anything you're doing to be a success.
Dave Giffen runs the Coalition for the Homeless.
The only way we're going to solve this problem is by creating enough permanent housing such that people don't have to live on subway platforms and live on the streets. And I'm sorry to say, but no mayor so far has done a good job.
Tonight, Mayor Adams is defending his approach.
This isn't
If
Texas.
he's stating he's no longer going to implement a smart policy on our part, New Yorkers are going to see the repercussions of that.
Well, David Giffen credits Adams for moving some homeless into stable housing, but not, he says, nearly enough. He credits Mamdani for taking an approach that he says may be successful. On tonight at Penn Station, NJ Burkett, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
This is just like, this one right here is just like obvious that they just don't care.
They scrubbing the money off, bro.
Like, this is absolutely insane.
They just want them. They just want them. You know, just be junked out on the streets. To me, that's what I see. You want to get high, buddy? This America, you free to get high on the street.
It just reminds me of
and boo boo on yourself and piss on yourself.
It just reminds me of this guy right here. It sounds like Gavin Newsom, and we see how that's going, man. That's the #1 most moved from state.
It's gonna start with that, then legalize all drugs. We gonna see how it go. Gotham City.
Wow, guys. Let us know what y'all think in the comments.